Good morning, beautiful people. Hoping this message finds you well and safe. I'd like to start with an apology that is at least 35 years old. So, when I was in the eighth grade, attending St. Ladislaus Elementary School in Hamtramck, Michigan, the Polish school many of you know, um, I went to. I was on the baseball team, and on a Saturday morning, one particular Saturday morning, our team had to forfeit the game because we didn't have enough players. And because I wasn't there, we didn't have enough players to field the team. We forfeited the game. I showed up late. We played anyway, but we lost, and it was my fault. Um, and I didn't know how to apologize then. And then after the eighth grade, I left Michigan to come to Wisconsin to be a priest, as you know. But that's a story for a different day. Anyway, we were late. I was late. Team forfeited the game. It was all my fault. But on the way home, I had a conversation with my mom. Like, Mama, why are you acting like you don't care? Like it doesn't even matter. And she said to me, boy, yesterday there was a whole lot of stuff I asked you to do. And I needed you to do it for my peace and happiness. And when I got home, it wasn't done. So the next morning, I made a list of all the things I needed to be concerned about, all the feelings I need to be concerned about. And you didn't even make the list. That cut me deep. That cut me deep. You all know how I feel about my mama, right? And she looked me in the eye and said, boy, you didn't even make the list. So I had to think about that for a minute. Of all the things that she needed to be worried about, and feelings she needed to be concerned about, and emotions she needed to be worried about, mine didn't even make the list. So now as I've gotten older, I'm starting to realize maybe it's about time I explain something in terms of how I protect my peace. Sometimes even the people closest to me don't even make my list. And what I mean by that is every day, Mama would say, as I got older, she'd say, okay, boy, what you worried about today? In the morning, our morning call. So what are you worried about today? How many people's emotions are important to you today? How many feelings you got to worry about today? And so I tell her all these things, and Mama would be like, that sounds like a lot of people. That sounds like a lot of feelings. That sounds like a lot of emotions. And I said, but Mama, all these people are important. She said, I know. So when does your emotion make the list? When do your feelings make the list? When does your peace make the list? It sounds like you can't get to yours until you get through everybody else's first. And that has stuck with me, family. And so now today, although I never say it out loud, maybe this is the first time I'm saying it, some of you, even the people closest to me, y'all feelings don't even make the list of all the things I have prioritized I need to be worried about. Now, do you define that as selfish? I don't know. Will your feelings get hurt in the process? They might that day. But notice I have to do this every day. And sometimes today, your feelings didn't even make the list. So what I would like to offer to you for your consideration, you should still make a list of all the people that matter to you today, the feelings that matter, the emotions that matter, the stories that matter, everybody's happiness that matters. Make the list. And how far down the list do we have to go, do you have to go, till you get to yours? Sometimes you do need to be first. And I do not apologize for sometimes making my feeling be first. And I give myself permission sometimes for everybody's feelings not to be the priority. What I do not say, but I am saying now, that look on my face is me telling you, your feelings didn't even make the list. Your emotion didn't even make the list. How you feel about my happiness as a priority today, how you feel about it, didn't even make the list. So, I apologize, St. Ladislaus Greyhound baseball team in the 8th grade, 1998. You forfeited the game. It was all my fault. Um, and it was my fault because I actually thought my feelings and what was important to me would be the priority for my mom that day. My feelings didn't even make her list. Family, today I arrive at this intersection with you. I'm working on my peace, balance, and happiness. I do, as a matter of emotional intelligence, I can read the room, relationship management. Am I appropriately responding to the room I see? Sometimes you interpret it as I am dismissing you or you're not important. And what I'd also like to say to you is your feelings don't even make my list sometimes. And that is how I keep my peace. Tomorrow I'll make a new list and maybe yours are in front of mine, but it's not that way every day. So with that, family, I hope this message finds you safe and well and healthy and patient and diligent. I hope it finds you giving yourself permission to put your feelings first sometimes, especially in this world we live in today. Your peace and balance matter most sometimes. And of course, I hope it finds you thinking. Stay safe, everybody. I can't wait to see you next time.